shared a story with us a little while ago. Would you mind sharing that story?
Yeah, I have a kid that had been accepted an appointment to West Point, the United States Military Academy, which I've taught at, and he was fired up. His father's a retired Army colonel that I know real well, was in the Army Reserve with me, and he was on his way on a track of what would be a great future, and he got a DUI. And I got the DUI dropped, but still the fact he got the DUI,
Wow.
West Point decided not to accept him.
Wow.
And that's not even with a conviction. That's
No,
just
well,
a charge.
he had United States senators that got him appointed, but it was their honor code, their honor court is very intense.
Yes.
And it's a different world with them. I mean, it's all about duty, honor, country. And the fact he'd gotten a DUI, had been drinking underage and broken laws by being drunk on the road, and he'd been in an accident, they chose with their honor court not to accept him.
So that's the kind of life-altering thing.
At 18 years old, his whole world stopped.
At 18 years old?
At 18 years old.
Just by making a decision
Right.
to drink and drive.
And I have another girl, little oddities you might not think of. She was pledging a sorority at the University of Alabama, and she got a DUI, and they decided they did not want to go forward with, and they chose not to bring her into that sorority. And that was very traumatic for her because her mother and grandparents and people had been in that particular sorority, and it was a big issue for her.
Well,
So.
I heard a young lady speak about underage drinking. Her father was an attorney, and she came and spoke at an event. And she had, when she was in her first year of college, gotten into an accident where someone was seriously injured, and she ended up spending some time in jail as a result of it.
And it can be so enticing, you know,
Oh,
because
yes.
young people think it's so fun.
Right.
And let's talk about it, because sometimes it's the parents that host the parties, and they think that by hosting it at their house, that's the way to go. And Rob, I would imagine you would say that's not the way to go.
No, it's not. We've had several house parties, and I think back when I was a kid, it was pretty common. You go to someone's home, parents are wanting to do the right thing, perhaps have some drinks or something there to minimize, where people will not be out on the road. But they're still underage, they're under 21 years of age, which is the law in Alabama to be 21. In 18 years old, they're not legally allowed to be drinking. And if you host a house party, have home parties, house parties, you're subject to not just liability if someone leaves and gets into a bad accident, as you know, Kirby, you deal with that. But legally, you're dealing with criminal charges that can be brought against parents.
Yes.
And the district attorney's office will move on that very
Yes.
quickly.
Wow. And that just is, I mean, you think of it as a high time of celebration. That
Right.
is not what you want to have happen.
Correct.
Wow.